So now let's see how to do a pose morph inside of Cinema 4D. So in order to do a pose morph, I'm going to bring in a base object right here first. So the base object that I'm going to choose is a capsule. So first of all, in order to see the level of detail, I'm going to press NB so that I can see the shades, and I'm going to set my capsule details right over here. So I'm going to go over to the capsule, and over here onto the object, let me just have in a height segment like 3 and cap segment like 3 right over here, just like this. So now what I have is I have a capsule, and now I'm going to convert it into a polygonal object. So I'm going to press C right here. So I'm just going to create a duplicate by actually copying this out just like that over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up a model right here. So I'm going to select this out from the side view. I'm going to make this look like a tin can. I'm going to make this look like a cup. So I'm just going to select this out. So I'm going to go on to my points mode, and I'm going to go on to my not live selection but rectangular selection, and I'm going to select this and then resize this out. So I'm going to make this out flat just like this, so it actually looks like a tin can, and I'm going to move this around right here, so just like that, so that it looks like a tin can. And I'm going to do the same now with the bottom part as well. So I'm just going to select this out. I'm just going to resize this. So resize this out over here, and I'm going to move this above just like that. So you can see that it really looks like a tin can now. For the one right side, so now whenever you're actually working with the shape morph, you have to be sure that you're not adding in points or changing things. So the points that you're using for both of the object must be exactly the same, and the base object should be same. Otherwise, pose morph won't actually work out. So now I'm just going to select this out right here. So I'm going to turn this like a cup. So in order to do that, I'm going to select this out right over here and maybe resize this out a bit. So I'm going to make it look more like a cup, and the bottom side is going to be flat. So I'm just going to select this out, and I'm going to turn it into a flat object just like this. So I'm just going to select out the bottom, the center part right here, and expand this in shape. Now I'm going to go around with the top part right over here. So I'm going to select, make sure that you select everything so everything happens evenly. So just like this, I'm going to go over here onto the top part and select this one out right over here. Let me just move around. I want to make it look like a cup. So this is going to be the starting point right over here, and this is going to go inside. The other part is going to go inside. So I'm going to select this out right here and then move it inward right over here. So there's a hollow part over there, and right over here I'm going to select out this point and move it downwards. So I'm going to select this point right over here, and I'm going to move that downwards. So just move this down so it actually looks like a cup just like that. So you can see that this is how it looks like. So it is made from the same level of points right over here, but it is made out of different it actually looks different just like that. So I can go over here on the capsule, work around with this according to what I want. Seems like it is quite flat from the side, so I'm going to go to the side as well. I'm just going to move this aside. So just select out the cup right here. So I'm just going to move this out aside right over here from the axis. Let me just go over here onto the coordinates, and I can move this around onto the side as I wish. So I'm just going to move this around the side, and you can see that it is actually quite flat from the side. So I'm going to select out the rectangular selection tool, just select this out, and I'm going to resize this so it actually looks like a cup from the side as well. All right, so there you go. So I got two shapes right over here. So now what I have to do is I need to change this object to this object, and I have to apply something called as the pose morph for this shape. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to rename this as can, and I'm going to rename this one as cup. So I'm going to rename this as cup so I'm not confused right over here. So now I'm going to go from can to cup, and to go from can to cup, I'm going to select the base model. So I'm going to make can my base model, and I'm going to right click over here, and once I right click, I'm going to add in our a rigging tag, and the rigging tag is going to be a pose morph. So I'm using a pose morph right over here. So I'm going to go into the pose morph setting. Right now there's nothing in the user data or setting right over here. So under pose morph, you want to enable points because we are doing a morph of the shape itself. So you can see that this is how it looks like. There's also a slider right over here. So I'm going to drag in the cup right over here. So you got the base pose already. Once I enable the point over here, I'm going to drag the cup right over below the pose 0, and I'm going to say yes, absolute pose morph, and you can see that this happens. So if I were to decrease the strength, you can see that there's the tin can, and if I were to increase the slider right here, there you can see that it turns into a cup. So I don't actually need to see the cup anymore, so I can actually go into the layer and I can create a new layer out of the object selected and hide that out as well. So I'm going to go to the cup now, right over, not the can, that is the base model that I'm working with. So on under attribute, you can see that this is how it looks like. So now what I can do is I can add in a subdivision surface onto the can, and let's see how that looks like. So it smoothens out everything out for me. So I'm going to press NA to get back to shaded mode. So I'm going to go to the object right over here, and now if I were to go to the can option right over here and increase the strength, you can see that it changes from this to this, just like this, and that is how it actually works like. You can see that this is how shape morph actually works like, and of course you can animate this as well. So you have this and you have this, just like this. So looks pretty cool, just like this, as you can see. And you do not need to animate individual points, just like that. You got the individual points just like that. There you go. So that is how you can do a shape morph effect inside of Cinema 4D. Hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.